Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the time lapse of this build. I thoroughly enjoyed building this one. A lot of fun, one of my favorite builds as well. So now I want to go ahead and take you on into the basically after decorating the build. So let's go ahead and do this tour. So we're going to start on the outside across the river, and we'll go over the bridge. So we have a nice big ocean lake area right over here, so you can always put a dock in. And then I wanted to kind of create this curved pathway up through the woods here that leads into the stairs. Now let's talk about this bridge. So this was kind of an afterthought of the build. I knew that based on the location, I did want to have a bridge here. I just didn't know how I wanted to do it. But I think the end result turned out fantastic. So we come up these long stairs and you have just this nice long entranceway in. Now in the middle of the bridge, I went ahead and threw in some wood with some holes in here. So it actually will prevent the creatures, the gray dwarfs and all that, from actually crossing over, so they cannot get to your castle. Next thing is you'll kind of see over the edges of the bridge, this is actually built on like a small island. I went through and did a lot of terraforming to kind of spawn proof this, sunk some workbenches down into the ground and then covered it back up. So really and truly, other than, you know, the seekers or anything like that, any flying animal, you cannot be attacked in this base, which is absolutely awesome. I think this is the first time I've made a base that you cannot be attacked from anything that's walking around on the ground. So very, very cool. Moving on up, we have a few little landings. The stairs will get a little bit wider. Did a little bit of landscaping, some walls and all of that. So thoroughly enjoyed that. So now we're going to move right on in here. And again, you can kind of look back over the bridge, see what's coming, which is really, really nice. Nice waterways everywhere. You got a view of the water. You got all these rivers and everything. I think it just really brings that atmosphere into this particular build. Moving on here to kind of the gatehouse, I guess you want to call it. I guess this is a smaller castle build, I guess you can call it. So it's not going to be overly big and enormous. Got these two smaller gatehouses, and then you walk on in. We got a few of the wards and stuff. So I used the Better Creative mod to decorate this. So some of these pieces you will see, but I believe these are from the Mistlands. So moving on in to the actual build, I wanted to have a central courtyard, and it's, you know, it's nothing grand or anything, but I just wanted to have this one little central courtyard here, looking, you know, where you can look around and look up at all the builds and everything. And I really like this view. It feels very homey. So yeah, and then we use the new iron pit, fire pit here that you can get from Hilder's request, which I think is absolutely awesome. We're going to start on the right hand side and work our way around. So on either side, like I said, in the gatehouse, you have these two rooms. They are not decorated at this time. I think this could be used for storage, and looks like we have a build piece there, but that's okay. So either one of these, you can be used as storage or however you wish to use them. And so let's move on over here. Threw up some nice planter boxes on the windows up there using the Grey Dwarf Brute. So you get that little dandelion look up there. And then I just wanted to go in and fill in with some wood beams and stuff. So moving on in here, this is going to be your workshop area. So you will have your forge and your workbench and the black forge and all that. So that's all nicely compacted in here. Very homey, very cozy. Moving on into this area here, you have a little bit of storage. You can do just about whatever you want to. Let's move on up to the top here. And this is where the rest of your workbench crafting things are going to be located. So this whole side of the build is all your crafting area. So I thought this was a really, really cool looking spot for it. I like the look of this. I see it's a little bit off-centered, but that's okay. I centered it to the room because of the inlay of the stone over there, but that's all right. So yeah, I thought this was a really cool thing. You can still look out the windows a little bit. You have all that lighting coming in, so I thought that was really nice. Moving back down, sorry for the twirly twirls. Let's go ahead and continue out this door because it's part of the workshop area. So here you have a nice area, you have a nice area to bring your carts in from all your mining and everything. So we're going to move over to this side of the build first. We have our beehives and all that, a little bit of decoration here, and then I wanted to use this side of the build for your smelters and your coal and all that. So decided to stick those in here, leave the windows kind of open just to let any kind of smoke escape. So I thought that was really, really nice. And then we are going to stick with the outside. So like I said, you can see here, I dug a huge trench all the way around. So you basically cannot get attacked over here, which is really, really good. Over here, we put the eitr factory and the wisp light catcher out here. So I decided to also use the black marble for this because I know the eitr likes to shoot off things, and with it being lower than the castle, you should be okay. It should not get hit. So yeah, and just a little bit of decoration in. Very, very cool. Moving on, you'll see all these natural pathways that I used. I really do enjoy those. So yeah, let's continue on, and we will jump over. There we go. It worked our way into the main part of the build. So down here on the bottom, we have a nice big custom couch looking over this fireplace. Not too tall of ceilings, but again, I think we're about 5 or 6 meters tall, which I think is a good height. So I wanted to throw in on this fireplace a little bit of layering. So you'll see that some things are kind of sunken in, which I thought was a really, really nice touch. And just threw some seating and rugs in here, and it's just a nice cozy feel. You got a place over here with some storage, and you can put your armor sets up if you want to. So yeah. Now the big tower that you saw, this is how you navigate through the castle. So put some nice storage in up underneath the stairs again. You can always put storage wherever you want to. So now we're going to move up to the second floor, and this is kind of like the keep, the kings or queen, whoever is building or playing. This is their room. You got the little makeup station thing. Nice big bed. I decided to use the Certlin trophies as candles, so I thought that was a really nice touch, and put those there just to add a little ambiance and all that. So you got some windows, and yeah, so that would be this room. Obviously there's room for decorations and all that. So if you decide to download this, I will be putting this over on my Patreon. I think I'm just going to put the whole entire world in. That way you can have it and you can play it and all that. So I'm going to put the whole world in over there. Moving on up to the third level, got some stairs here, custom stairs there. So here is where you can actually have room for more players. So including the room downstairs, this is big enough at least for 8 players, if not more. So keep that in mind if you have a big group and you're wanting to use this. So big open room. I really like this room. At first I wasn't 100% sure on what I was going to do with it, but yeah, I think it turned out very, very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and move on up to the last part of the tower. So in this area, we are going to see, if we can get up there. This is where we have the cartography table. So I wanted to put it in here. I like this area. It's nice, big, open. Oh, look at those sun rays coming through. Sorry, squirrel moment. So yeah, we put the cartography table up here, and I think, yeah, it's a good little spot for it. So let's head on back down the stairs, and we're going to go to the other side of the build. Go down the stairs. Lots of stairs. All right. So we made it down the stairs. We'll close that door up. And now we're going to go ahead and continue to this side. So did the same thing. We're going to use those little planter boxes up there. I really do like those. Moving on into this side of the build, we will have our kitchen area fully upgraded. A couple little chimneys there, as you can tell. But I really like this area. We have our fermenters and our stove and our hearth and cooking stations and all that. It's a nice little area. No upstairs because it's a little tight, but you know, to cram a bunch of things in here. But I do like the way that this turned out. So yeah, so there is your kitchen area. And last but not least, let's work our way around. I didn't put a pathway in, and I was meaning to do that, but we do have one more little area right over here, and that would be our farm area. So I wanted to throw a little farm area in here, and I thought it was a nice little spot. You got the view of the water and the river and all that, and then you got this nice side of the castle. So there is a lot of detail that I threw into the side of the castle, and that tower is absolutely huge, but you know, it's just wood iron beams and everything like that. So yeah, so let's work our way back around and figure out a spot to end off this video. So we'll jump out over here. So yeah, guys, I do appreciate, let's do this right there. There we go. I do appreciate all y'all tuning into this video, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, leave the video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below what your favorite part is, or if you have any other suggestions that you would like to see me build. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I do a lot of Valheim building, but I do have a lot of other games on my radar right now, with Enshrouded coming up. I'm going to do some other builds as well within some other games, but Valheim is my baby. So yeah, so that is a background on my story, my channel. But if you are new, you like what you see, go ahead, also subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 5,000 subs. That's my goal by the end of the year, is to get to 5K. So I do appreciate each and every one of you that do watch my videos and you know, interact with them and show comments and likes and all that. It really helps and pushes the video out. So guys, again, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next build. Take care. Bye-bye.